From the studios of Foxboro Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Hello, I'm Joe Sanders, and this is Around Foxborough. We have a couple special guests today, and I'm really excited about this. I can't tell you how excited I am, but I'm really waiting to hear this. First, Sharon White is the president of a pretty new gallery, I understand, I know it is, the Painted Fox Art Gallery here in Foxborough, right here on Central Street, 6 Central, and also is Jack Gannon. Both Jack and Sharon are officers at the Foxborough Art Association.
Yes.
And I don't know what question to ask first, but I love the sound of the name of this gallery. Could you, Sharon, as the head person, could you talk about it? Just talk away.
Well, I love the name, and sadly, I cannot take credit for the name. The name was actually Jack's brainchild, so I'm going to let him address that.
Well, it was basically, when we were talking, we were trying to find a way to tie in the town with the art gallery. And we didn't want it just to be an art gallery like any other art gallery. We wanted it to be a community art gallery. We want the community to come, enjoy it, whether you buy or not, come in and enjoy the artwork. And so we wanted to tie the name in with that. And with the painted foxes around the town,
Sure.
it fell into place.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say this because I wasn't thinking of saying this, but based on what you just said, I think I'm on the Cultural Council, and we just passed our own little resolution that our theme for this year is community. And no irony there because the new community center is there.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to be placing our sixth Fox. So
Yep.
This is all serendipity the way I look at it, So now we know about the name, but Sharon, since you're the person that's hanging your hat on all this, just tell us all about it if you don't mind.
Well, we're very excited. We are going to be featuring all local artists. Right now we have 8 local artists who will be displaying their work on our walls. It's an amazing array, everything from watercolors, oils, pastels. We've got some realism, we've got some impressionism, we've got Jack's work, which is bright and bold and vibrant and will knock your socks off. Yes. I'm actually working with 2 other artists who I believe will be joining us on September 1st. One is a photographer, and the other one is kind of an amazing young woman who is actually a blacksmith and sculptor, and she's from Bellingham. So I'm really excited about that. She will be our first 3D art. So that'll be something. That'll be a really exciting addition.
I know that. Now, of course, as you know, we're taping this, but probably by the time this is produced, your gallery will be open.
We will be open.
So we're excited about that. One quick question, though, Jack, is that one with the car with the Coke bottle top's going to be in? The one
that's not there right now.
Okay.
That was the purple van.
Yeah.
That's still my basement right now.
Okay.
I do have a 57 or 56, 57 Chevy that's coming out of the sky. That's there right now. But unfortunately, you can't put everything in a space at this point.
Yeah.
But the artwork's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is.
That's great.
It's a great variety too.
Pardon me?
Great variety of artwork.
Absolutely.
So Sharon, before the show, we talked a little bit about what your hope is on rotation of I don't want to say stock. That sounds terrible, but your artists. Can you talk a little bit about what your ideas are about that?
Well, the 8 that we have now are considered resident artists, so we do hope they will be staying with us for quite some time, but we do have one designated spot that will be a monthly guest artist.
Okay.
Right now, the guest artist we plan to have for a full month, but it's our hope that once we're a few months into the school year, because of our association with the Art Association, we do have a relationship with Foxborough High School, and a couple of our artists also have art schools. So we've had the opportunity to see the work of some amazing students. Wow. So I would like to take 1 week a month and focus on some of our art students in the area and give them an opportunity to show their work.
Yeah, I think that's great. I know I believe, I hope I'm not going out on a limb here, we were looking at art mural project in town, and I think we commissioned a high school student to do the first one over at near the booth.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
about a year
awesome.
ago. Hasn't taken off yet, but we haven't pushed it because we were back focusing on the foxes for a while. So tell us more about how did this all like just happen? I know, Jack, you talked last time we were here a little bit about the history of the Art Association, but can we hear a little bit about how this all came together?
Well, let's just, basically what it started was the owner of the building, who's very well known in the community too, her and her husband, they bought this building because they wanted to beautify the downtown common area.
Okay.
Their first thought was they wanted to put an art gallery in.
Okay.
They were talking to the president and general manager of Patriot Place. This is what she told me. He recommended she contact me. So first of all, Brian, thank you. Thank you very much. She reached out to me. Timing-wise, for me, it wasn't the right time. If it was 2 years from now, everything would have fallen into place beautifully.
Sure.
But for right now, I couldn't, so I had to tell her, unfortunately, I couldn't do it. Then it took, about a week or two later, and Sharon, she was going to be one of the artists coming in, and Sharon reached out to me, and she says, Jack, can I do it?
Oh, wow.
And I said, absolutely. You know, I mean,
So now this was when, approximately?
this was,
I
what,
mean,
4 weeks ago?
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It took me
we're
We're
a-
talking
fast.
this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving fast.
Wow.
It took me a few weeks to make the decision, and then I talked to my family, and they were entirely supportive.
Oh, my.
And I just, once I make a decision, it's go time.
That's
So
right.
It
Yeah,
was,
that's exactly right.
it was
Yeah.
go time.
Oh,
We've
my
had a couple
goodness.
of people come into the art gallery. Now, the artwork's still not all hung yet, but some of it's just starting to be.
Sure.
But we had the wall petitions in, the art hanging system up, and some people have walked in and said, wow, I can't believe you got so much done in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the two of us, we move fast.
We work together.
Now, what was the, I mean, this is really probably irrelevant, but what was the building, what did you say it was before this?
It was the thrift shop.
It was the,
Okay.
St. Mary's
the
Thrift
Trading
Shop?
Post.
Okay, okay.
St.
Yeah.
Mary's, St.
It was
What's
called the St. Mary's
St.
Church.
Mary's?
It
Okay.
was called the Trading
Yeah.
Post,
Okay.
but they were only open very limited hours.
Okay.
And like Jack said, Catherine and James Miller are the landlords, and Catherine's
I was going to ask if it was them because I've heard that they had bought something.
Catherine's the executive director at the Marilyn
Oh, I know.
Rodman Theater,
Yeah.
and she is such a proponent for the arts. She
Yes,
has
she
been
is.
great to work with. She's been a great help. Honestly, the whole community, it's like we were bringing around flyers and nobody
Yeah.
balked. Everybody was just like, yes, give
No,
me
that's
some.
great.
Let me put one in the
I've
window.
got her son in some of my
Every-
class. I always walk in, I do this.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody that I know, their parents, I always do that. Just,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
that's great.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
been
fantastic.
wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just want everyone to know too, don't be afraid of going to an art gallery. I heard so many stories of people, oh, I don't want to go in, it's an art gallery. We are not
What-
your typical art gallery.
What are they afraid of?
They're afraid of, I think, high pressure.
Oh,
High
okay.
pressure
Yeah.
sales.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that's
Come in
not
and
us.
It's like walking
enjoy-
into a car dealership.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That is not us.
Yeah.
We want you to come in, we want you to enjoy the artwork, whether you're going to buy or not,
Yeah.
we don't care. Come in and enjoy. And,
Yeah.
you know, we want people to love art.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we're
That's
there.
the way.
And because our artists are all local, like we're going to be opening it technically at noon, but I know several of the artists, including myself, are just dying to get in there with our easels, and we'll be in there painting.
Oh,
So yeah, it's beautiful space. It's great
Yeah.
lighting. We're going to be there, and if
That's-
we're in there
that is
painting,
great.
the door will be open.
Yes.
That is
So,
one, you know,
yeah.
I use the word serendipity more than I should, but I can't think of another word. When you mention that, it gave me a flashback to last year. One of our guests is in charge, forgot his name now, but we had the turkey trot around Thanksgiving, and the cranberry bog out behind Gillette, the artists were out there painting the.
I was
That
there.
was us.
Were
Yep,
you?
we were there.
Oh my! I said, this is so
Yes,
cool. I
yes.
did the 1 little mile thing, and then I walked around there afterwards because I had never been there.
Yep.
And I thought, oh man, this is just, you talk about tranquil.
Yep.
It was
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I loved
With
it.
those cranberries coming together and
Oh yeah,
it
but
was so artistic.
and the artists that were there, they might have been you, but
Yep.
the paintings were pretty close to being done. Or, you know, it wasn't like the first couple, you know, and I thought, oh, this is so cool. I could have stayed there all day, you know.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Well, so we're opening this summer. It was a month or so in the making.
Yes.
How do you? Is your heart beating fast? Or?
You know, I was saying this to Jack before we came down here. It's like when I'm at home, I have the occasional moment of, oh my God, what am I doing? Oh my God, what am I doing? Whoops, and I probably just messed up my mic.
You'll let us know.
But when I'm there in the gallery and the art is hanging, it's just so bright and open and surrounded by beautiful work, and it's it just feels right. Well, it feels perfect.
You said something, I think it was prior to our starting this interview, about when you make a decision, you go, and I'll put a ditto on that myself. In my life, when I look back, when I and I do it quicker now these days. If something's on my mind, whether it's bothering me or I'm getting excited about something, I deal with it. I say, put it behind me. Don't leave questions.
No.
You know, just go for it. You know, and kind of like what's in Believe in Ted Lasso. You know, just do it, man. Well, this is exciting. Are there any, like, other than the opening day, are there any, like, you thought about different kind of events you might have? Do the organizations contact you and say, hey, could they use your area for a hosting, or is that not?
You know, somebody else asked me about hosting events there, and honestly, it's not something we'd considered before, but it's something we might have to discuss. I know it's a trend these days. Like lots of big companies are having events at the Science Museum and the art museums in Boston and stuff. So I don't know, we might have to think about that.
I remember when in a previous life, a long time ago, I was working at Smith Barney, which was a brokerage firm, and they had their holiday party at the Museum of one of the museums in New York. I don't remember which one. Modern Art, I think it was. But anyway, they turned it into a venue that was pretty cool.
And one of the things too is I want the businesses in Foxborough to know that if you want to collaborate with something, you want to try to work together to do something, please feel free to come to us, talk to us. We'd love to do things with the community. Like I said, we're really a community art gallery. But at the same time, I will say that we're probably one of the best local artist art galleries on the entire East Coast. Even though we haven't even opened yet. But I know I've traveled the East Coast many times, up and down New York, Charleston, that whole area, even down into Florida, Naples. There's very little out there that would compare to what we're going to have here.
I can't wait to see it. You know, you mentioned, things popped in my head. You said Charleston. I keep thinking of that row of homes there with the pastel colors on the That is
Painted
so
ladies.
Cool. That is so cool. And that's not why I went. My brother-in-law was going to the Citadel, so totally different environment. But so we're opening up this is July as we're speaking here. It'll be open before the end of July for sure, very soon. What do you anticipate? Like people lining up at the door coming in, or
that would be awesome. I'm kind of just wait and see. I want it to be welcoming. It will be family friendly. We want people to come in. We want to sell art, but we want to talk to people. We want to see people. We want to talk about art. We want to talk about what people appreciate, what art means to them. There'll be crayons and paper for the kids. That
was another of my question. Will there be chalk for the sidewalk?
There you
if
go.
we had a big enough sidewalk area, we would have had that too.
Well, after we're done today, I'm going to take a little walk so I can spot in my head where we're talking. I feel like I know where it is, but I drive through the Common more than walk it.
It's a very busy spot.
Yeah,
There's
it is.
a lot of traffic through there. So.
Well, that's good.
So time will tell.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack does have experience with the gallery, different kind of locations, so I probably have somewhat realistic expectations, but we just want people to come in and enjoy.
Yeah.
We want the community in, we want our artists in and enjoying. It's about having fun.
Well, you talk about art. Like I said, I'm kind of a rookie in many areas, and art is one of them, but I've worked at the middle school just this year. I mean, I was a sub before that, but I was working full-time at the Ahern, and I am totally impressed. I mean, they have art displays all over the place, especially in the spring, is when the kids are putting things up. And I'm walking around, like sometimes they'll have a concert of sorts, or whether it's the Glee Club, not the Glee Club, but the
Chorus.
orchestra, chorus,
orchestra.
yeah. And they'll have, an hour before the show, they'll, say, okay, come on out and look at the local art. You can't even see it all. I mean, there's so
amazing.
much.
Yeah.
And the kid, and it's all grades. I mean, I am totally amazed by the art program, and I don't know much about it other than what I see when I go places, and the entertainment. I mean, it's just crazy cool.
Yeah. I've been working with the Foxborough the Foxborough school system art group for quite a while.
Okay.
And they have a great program.
Yeah.
And I too love seeing the artwork.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I mean, between the paintings and things, and like I said, the music, I just have experience from being in another state, I'll just say that, substitute teaching, and going into a music class or something, and it was crazy. Now you come here, I was like, wait a minute, everybody had their own keyboard. What? I mean, I don't think we know how good we have it. I mean, to me, it's amazing. I only have that one other point of reference, but drastically different. And I remember I was helping out in a school musical at the high school back in the town I was working. And I was probably one of the few people that was helping. I felt sorry for the lady who was directing the whole thing. And I got here, and I said, "You got this, man." I'd be doing what everyone else was doing, but I wouldn't be making a significant contribution like I felt I did there, because they really needed me.
Yeah, they do it well here. They really do.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you.
It's I don't know. It's just it's kind of, I think you're going to have a really good. It's a great idea, in my opinion, and I think it's going to be a great success too. And certainly because you defined it as getting people interested, they'll be interested. Because look, you walk around the town, you've got the Maryland Rodman there.
Yep.
You go down one more block, right?
Yep.
And there you are. I mean, that's.
Yes.
And in between there, how many Foxes do you got? You got a couple, and you got one over.
And you've got some great restaurants in the area now too. So it really is. It's a
So by the way, while we're on this, I don't know if it's too. I don't think it is too late, but I know the town is looking for people to come out and give their ideas about our long-term future here, and they're doing I guess the 5-year plan or whatever, and they're wanting, and the whole idea of making sure that the common stays like this is important, as opposed to big industry. We're not going to big industry, but I think for people that want to see these kind of things, this is kind of like a public service announcement. Get out to these planning meetings. There aren't that many left, I don't think, and get out here and make people understand. We like this idea of what we're doing with the arts here, and I mean it's a great thing for Foxborough, the way I look at it.
Yeah, thank you.
So anyway. Well, I don't have any specific questions remaining, but we've got a few minutes at least. Is there anything you'd like to talk about that we haven't mentioned yet, or you want to enforce anything? Or
I'd just like to say that for those of you who loved the Artist Studio and Gallery at Patriot Place, which is now closed, you will absolutely love this art gallery.
Okay.
Feel free, come in, enjoy the artwork. Bring the kids. We want the children to experience art,
right?
Like we're just talking about here,
right?
And really, it's not a high-pressure environment. It's a place for you to go and really enjoy the art.
Sharon, you mentioned when if artists are there painting, it's going to be, oh, come on in. Aside from that, do you have any idea of what your normal quote hours would be?
Yes.
Starting out?
Yep,
Can you
we're
share
going to
that
be,
with us?
we'll be closed on Monday and Tuesday, but
Okay.
we will be noon to 6 on Wednesday, Thursday. On Friday and Saturday, we'll be noon to 9.
Okay.
And on Sunday, we'll be noon to 6.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So people, even especially during the school year, the weekends and in the afternoons and
Yep.
evening, that's great.
Lots of opportunity.
Yeah, and if you go into a restaurant in the area, before or after, come on by.
Yeah.
We're right here amongst all of that.
No, I love it.
So come and enjoy. Make
And-
it
Talk
an
about
evening.
parking being a premium on the common.
Yeah.
Wait till now.
I know.
Yeah, and there's a big parking lot right behind our building.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's no excuse.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
And also, if you're an artist, come and talk
Yeah,
to us.
absolutely.
Come and talk to us. You never know when opportunities are going to
That's
open
a
up and
great
be
point.
available.
That's a great point. Well, is there any information? I'm sure you're probably sending us information that they'll put on the screen. But is there anything you'd like us to know as far as how to contact you? I mean,
Well, stop by the gallery during our hours, or if you see a body in there, the door's probably open. If
Okay.
not, knock on the door. We do have a website that does have
Okay.
a contact capability. It is the paintedfoxartgallery.com.
okay. So all one word.
All one word,
Okay.
the Painted
No
Fox
dots?
Art Gallery. No
Okay.
dots, no
Okay.
dashes, no. So you can contact us that way. We do have a phone number.
Yeah.
It is 774-250-5575.
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Well, this is really exciting. I gotta tell you. I'm not gonna tell people how little I knew before you walked in here.
Well,
But it's all good.
yeah, exciting for us too.
Yeah.
It really is.
You know
Okay.
everything now.
Well, Sharon and Jack, thank you so much for coming by today.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks
And
for
I wish
having
you
us.
the best with your opening and then thereafter. I'm looking forward to coming in. By the way, it's at 6 Central, okay,
Yes.
for everyone who's here in Foxborough, you know where that is. And I think that's a wrap. So I'll say thanks again to you both. And folks, that's all we have today for Around Foxborough. We'll see you next time.